was the purpose of John the Baptist. It was to shine on the pages of the Old Testament so that the people could discern, so that the people could see the Messiah. For example, when John the Baptist introduced as Jesus, he says, "Behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." Boy, that was some revolutionary new truth. Was that a revolutionary new truth? Behold, the Lamb of God? Would people say, "I don't see a lamb, I see a man"? No. What would they think of? Oh, lambs were sacrificed morning and evening. Isaiah 53 speaks about the lamb taken to the slaughter. The lamb. Yeah. Could this be the lamb that we're expecting? In other words, John the Baptist was not bringing any new revolutionary light. What he was doing was saying, here is the lamb that was predicted in Bible prophecy. Go back to Isaiah. Go back to the sanctuary service and study about the coming of the Messiah. In other words, he's shining upon the pages of the Old Testament so that both of these lights, John the Baptist and the Old Testament, can reveal clearly that Jesus Christ is the expected Messiah. Are you understanding the role of John the Baptist? Not to bring new truth, new doctrines. But unfortunately, the Bible tells us that John the Baptist was rejected by God's own people. Matthew chapter 11 and verse 18 says, "For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he has a demon." They even said that he was demon-possessed, God's own people. He was rejected by the leaders, especially. Notice Luke 7, 29 and 30. "And when all the people heard him," that is John the Baptist, even the tax collectors justified God. See, the problem was not with the common people. So it says, "And when all the people heard him, even the tax collectors justified God, having been baptized with the baptism of John." But the Pharisees, by the way, the Pharisees would be the preachers. And lawyers, that would be the theologians today. But the Pharisees and the lawyers, or the preachers and the theologians, rejected the will of God for themselves, not having been baptized by him. And as we read previously, in Matthew chapter 17, verses 12 and 13, it says, Jesus is speaking, "But I say to you that Elijah has come already. And they did not know him." That means that they rejected him, by the way. They did not know him, but did to him whatever they wished. "Likewise, the Son of Man is also about to suffer at their hands." Then the disciples understood that he spoke to them of John the Baptist. So let me ask you this. Did the Jews reject the Messiah? They did. Especially the religious leaders? They did. Why did they reject the Messiah? Because if you reject the lesser light, you will reject the greater light. They rejected the Scriptures and they rejected John. And therefore, they were not prepared to receive Jesus, the greater light. You see, the Jews, they boasted, they said, "We have Moses. We have the Old Testament." But they didn't understand anything of the Old Testament. They were in blindness. They were in darkness. And therefore, God said, "I'm going to help them by sending a lesser light to lead them to the greater light." By the way, John the Baptist was not omniscient or infallible. Prophets were human. John the Baptist grew in understanding. John the Baptist, for example, believed that there was only going to be one coming of the Messiah.